Hello, hello. Here we are. We'll see if I can remember how to do this. I am going to do something a little different. I am going to use this sketch here, this card sketch, and I am going to use 3 different stamp sets and make a card with each one. I have some of the stuff done, so hopefully it don't take too long. So this is our card sketch. Looks like I got it dirty there. But what it is, you're going to take a 5 1/4 by 4, and this will all go on a card base. I just didn't put it on the card base. And then your strips are 5/8 by 3 1/2, and do those in DSP. Or you can use plain cardstock. You can emboss them, however, it's your card. But that's what I'm going to use. And then this piece back here, the black piece, is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4, and the white's 2 by 4. So we're just going to get started with this sketch here. The first set I'm going to use is Take to the Sky, Adventurous Sky stamp set with the dies and the DSP. So to get started, I am going to start with a piece of Smoky Slate. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And I chose these 3 patterns right here. So we are just going to get them adhered. These were 5/8 by 3 1/2. And you can mess around with the sizing of your strips. You can spread them out. I am living dangerous though already, because I should have started at the top. You think that's straight? Oh. But anyways, yes, you can spread them out. You can put them as close as you want. Like I said, it's your card. But yes, this is a very simple, easy sketch that you could use with any DSP or stamp set that you have. So it's very versatile. We didn't do too bad. Or at least from my angle, we didn't. So we're going to roll with it. All right. Then before we adhere this to the copper clay, I think I'll do some stamping on it. What I was thinking is I'm going to take the Sentiment You're the Best Plain and Simple out of the stamp set. And we're going to use Night of Navy. And we are going to stamp that. Let's see, how far can I come down here? Oh boy, that's not going to fit. Well, you know what? We're going to improvise a little bit on this one. We're going to stamp this on a sentiment strip here. And we'll just cut it. We'll see how this works. Okay, now I can't promise you this will be straight, because either I put it on my block straight. Sometimes these aren't always. That's not too bad, but we could do better. I think I usually try to, I usually try to put it on my block straight. Now I hope I left myself enough room, because I wanted it to be just a little bit longer, so it didn't look like I totally screwed up, you know. Okay, like if we put it here. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, then at the bottom here, we are going to take this image, and I know it don't totally fit, but we're just going to put it on. We're going to stamp that in some copper clay. So ink it up in copper clay here, and we're just going to put it about right there. Yeah, that don't look too bad. I'm going to bring that down to about right there, I think. Okay, So I'm gonna put some adhesive on the back of this piece. Okay, I can mess around with the littlest things. My adhesive wasn't wanting to stick and then didn't move. Now that needs to be trimmed off just a little bit. And we're going to cross our fingers that I do it straight because I don't have a lot of room to work with. Okay, now let's adhere this to our copper clay. All right, that's all looking good. I'm going to close up this ink pad. What I am wondering though is if I still... Okay, and then you can either put it right in the middle and center it all up. Like that. You can put it off to the side. Like that. However you would like to do. But what I am wondering, I'll finish my original thought here, is if I like the trim that I chose. I went with this silver. Oh, they have this all rolled up backwards. Because, yeah, I was thinking that I could have colored this in with a blend. You know what? Oh, my son, he forgot I was doing this video. Here he comes. He found another rock chuck. Okay, Josh, remember I was doing this video. Okay. So they go out and they find these rock chucks. And then the kids and the dog... Rock chucks are not easy to kill. I'll just tell you that right now. And our dog, once he's onto one, he is not too willing to let it go. So yeah, it's a whole thing. But I think that looks good. What I did is took this silver trim. It comes silver and gold in a package, and it's on our online exclusives. And what we're going to do is we're just going to grab some... Scotch tape here. And we're going to tape that down. I just took my dark Night of Navy Stampin' Blend. One more use for those wonderful, wonderful blends. And I colored it. And I like that better. That's what I originally had in mind, but I got to looking at it and I'm like, oh, there's nothing to color. But they put this whole thing on the roll backwards, I think, because right there is where you can color. So that's kind of hilarious. Well, now my ink wasn't, oh no, yeah, my ink wasn't dry from my ribbon, and look what I did there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to take and we're going to pop this up with some Stampin' Dimensionals. It is about 90 degrees out. I was still thinking about Josh and him and his rock chuck and the whole thing. It's about 90 degrees out. And they have went to the canal numerous times. Him and the dog. Cassie's with her dad today. And they went to the canal numerous times. He is on, I don't know, his second or third set of clothes. He gets his swimming trunks on, then he goes to the canal, and then it's time to change back into clothes. And it's a whole thing, right? Being a boy. But it's awesome. It's summertime and it's all good. But yeah, they're going to get hot now going after this rock chuck. We have a Rottweiler, and so he thinks it is beyond hot. Like, when it was 70 degrees already, he was just like, oh, it's terrible out here, you know. But, okay, I'm going to color a little bit more here because I want to put a knot on that ribbon. So we're going to color it and cut it, and we're going to let it dry. Off to the side here. I mean, my space, if you could see my whole area, it is quite something. There isn't much extra like on my desk anywhere. There is stuff everywhere. But anyways, we're gonna let it dry while we put the rest of our card together here. Let's just put this on the front. I got a Night of Navy card base. All right, and for the inside, I just took the happy birthday out of that set. These both are other images from that stamp set. Stamped that in smoky slate, and this is in copper clay, and we're just going to put that on the inside. There we go with that. Let's tie our little knot here. I feel like I'm all thumbs. Grab a ribbon scissors. Looking good. And then the last thing for the card is we got these industrial trinkets, and these all come in this set, so you can use either side. If you use, like, put the glue dot on this side, they're gonna stick up a little bit, but that's a cool side too. I think we're just gonna put them flat, and we're just gonna stick two right there. So let's grab our glue dots, and we'll just put one on the back of each one here. Stick that down. You know, these cards are dual purpose. Tomorrow we have second Sunday, and so we never have church in the evening, so we are going to my folks. And yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy because my mom is still... I guess we'll go and we'll just make sure we do the work. But anyways, we're going to my folks for the June birthdays. And so some of these cards I'm making I can use, like my brother and my niece and my nephew. So I'm excited. I already have the one for my niece done. But anyways, let's do the envelope here real fast. Gonna have to speed up here a little bit. We'll do that. And the happy birthday. I was like, where did I do with that? There we go. This set is really cool because I wanted to point this out in case you didn't know. In the banners, in the dies is this banner. And what you do is you take this one right here, and it shows it in the catalog, I guess. This right here. It is to hold your banner coming out from behind your airplane, you know, when they sometimes write a message in the sky. So I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, that's what that is. So very nice set. All right, so here is our first card using this sketch. So let's continue on. Let's see here. The next one that we're going to be doing is using the Mediterranean Blooms. I love this stamp set and the whole suite. I think it's because, of course, I love the Night of Navy, and then you add yellow with navy, and you cannot go wrong, plus some orange. And that's actually, yeah, what we're doing today. We're going to do all three. So this is what we're going to use now. Let me get my stuff out here. Okay, so I went and already did our envelope. So there's our envelope. And I went and stamped this in Memento and then colored it with the Stampin' Blend. So I just used Old Olive as the green, Lemon Lolly as the yellow, and Pumpkin Pie and Peach Pie on the orange. So there's that image. Then I am using a white for my 5 1/4 by 4. And these are the 3 strips I chose from the DSP. And I'm going to even use my head this time. And we're going to start at the top, which the last one didn't turn out too bad. So we're going to start here at the top, about right here. Put this one in the middle. As you can see, it's just the back of that next one. Man, that one looks long. Sure to be okay. Okay, so there's our strips. Then I took, for our 4 1/4 by 2 1/4, this is Lemon Lolly. Here is the white piece that we're going to stamp on. And once again, this is going to be going on a Night of Navy card base, which let's just go ahead and do that because it'll be easier to put the adhesive on before we pop up our other layer. Alrighty. Where is my sentiment? Right here. Okay, I am going to put "You're the Best Kind of Person." We're going to stamp that in Night of Navy. And it looks crooked on my block, but I put it on my block straight. So we are going to try and get this on here straight. I'm going to go get my block straight more. Good job. All right. I gotta show y'all a card I did with this set. It really cracked me up. I was fighting the card anyways, but then I finally kind of did get it to turn out decent. And then when I had it all about done, I realized something, and I was just like, are you kidding me? So I am just displaying it here in my craft room for my I guess my laughs, whatever, because I sure can't send it, but it did crack me up. So I'll show you here in a moment. Okay, that's going to go there. Trying to decide. Let's just put a little adhesive on here in the middle. Well, look at that. I used a scrap. Right here. And we're just going to go like that. I've really been having some doozies with card making lately. I just thought of another. Last night I made a card, and I'm going to still take it to the store, but it is seriously like going to take someone, yeah, I don't know. You just never know what will sell, but yeah, I tried to save the card, but I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I'll show y'all in another video. Okay, we are gonna let's put this one kind of in the middle because I am gonna tie a bow in Lemon Lolly here with this twine. And I want to show y'all something. So I got this little thing from another demo, but y'all can make it. And I asked Braun to make it. It's just it never got done, so I finally just ordered mine. But it is a piece of wood with 3 holes, and these 2 right here are 1 inch apart. And then I think about a 1/2 inch between each one. So yeah, but then you get these nails and you stick them here, and however big you want your bow. I want a smaller one. So, and I'm just gonna go, and I want it to be 3 times here. I'm gonna cut this off. You cross it, bring it underneath. I don't feel like I did that totally right. And loop it underneath here. Well, get the right one. Here. I'll go through already. Said I was gonna hurry. Here I am fiddling. Okay, and then you tighten it up. And look at this. Look at that. I just love this thing. And yeah, it just makes you nice little bows. There was another card I was gonna show that. Yeah, it made such pretty bows. So yeah, that's my little bow jig. Loving that thing. But anyways, we're gonna put this bow right here, and that's gonna finish this card off perfect. Well, we gotta add some embellishment yet, I guess the gems. So get us a glue dot. We're gonna roll it up a little bit so that you don't just see the glue dot when we put our ribbon down. And we're gonna put it right here on this stem. Okay, this is what's cracking me up. These are supposed to hang down, obviously. I mean, it shows it in the stamp set they're hanging down. It shows it on the paper. It shows it on all the samples. And Trelia treated it like a flower. And she made this card. And she has hers going up. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was just singing stem, you know, leaves and flowers. And yeah, my oranges, they grow up. It's awesome. It is awesome. But anyways, yeah, I was having fits with this card anyways. And then when I did that, I was just like, ah, seriously. So that really cracked me up. I finally just laughed and I was like, okay, well, that'll be a ray of sunshine here in my craft room. So, okay. And then the other thing that comes in this set is these opal rounds. And so we are going to use some of these, and I am not sure which ones we're going to use. Where's my take your pick? Right here. Let's start with some of these Night of Navy ones. I don't know, would it look cool to do a yellow one with it? Sometimes I like that and sometimes I don't. I think we're just going to stick with the navy ones. There we go. All right, let's quick put the inside in. I have it stamped already. I put "You're the best kind of person," and here I just stamped all the love, happy birthday, and I stamped the 2 flowers out of the stamp set. That happy birthday, I don't think is in the stamp set. Oh, don't ask me where I got it from right now. It's in one of these mini stamp sets here on my desk, but See what I mean? You just cannot go wrong with yellow and navy. And then that pop of orange there and stuff. I don't know. I just really like it. Might be nice if I'd hold it where you could see it, huh? So yeah, and here's our envelope. Another nice card. All right, third card. Hang with me. We're not doing nothing navy. We're totally switching gears now. Let me clear up a little bit here. Get some of the next things out. Okay. We're going to be using Summer Splash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're doing a white card base, a white layer. Okay, and our DSP. If you all do not buy any other DSP, I would highly recommend all these color packs, because then you got every color. And yeah, it comes with 4 different designs. I was just gonna quick show you. I think I kind of pointed this out the other day when I was going through here on the catalog. It's here on page 98, and it comes in all the color families and both sets of in colors, and these are the 4 different designs, and so you'd get that in every color. So these are very, very nice. I use these a lot, actually. So okay, we are going to start with our strips here. This is going to kind of be a monochromatic card. It's all Summer Splash and black. Let's go down about right here. Nope, needs to go over a little bit. I thought after making about 3 of these, or 4 or 5, I'd have this down pat. Alrighty. I wonder how it's going with Josh and the rock chuck. They can spend hours with them rock chucks. And then one night, I don't know if I told you all this story or not, but Cassie and Josh, they got it it was in a pipe. And so when it was time to come in, they blocked it off with a rock. And about 11 o'clock, Cassie J got to feeling so terrible bad that rock chuck was out there and couldn't get out of that pipe. And so they get on the four-wheeler. The four-wheeler does not have lights. And they take a flashlight to drive. They go down the pivot road, and they try to go and let this rock chuck loose. I don't think they got it that night. It had to spend all night in the pipe. So then the next morning, I think they were still in school, because Cassie went before school and went and got this rock loose so that this rock chuck could go. Yes, the rock chuck survived. So you never know. Oh my. Okay, for this one we are using Summer Splash and the stamp set Happiest Day. This is such a neat little stamp set. I really do like this one. And after this card, I'll show you another one I have put together for my niece using this stamp set and this layout. So we're going to use the dragonfly here and the wishing you the happiest birthday. So let's stamp wishing you the happiest birthday in our Summer Splash. About right here. All right, and then let's take our dragonfly. And I want to tell you guys another little something. Another demo did this, and I thought this was so brilliant. You get our white craft stamping pads. Did you get it?
Wait, the rock chuck? No.
Okay, they did not get the rock chuck. Okay.
Shot it a few times out.
Okay. Get our white craft stamping pads, and you know they come uninked. So then just take your Memento re-inker and make you a black one. And I love this for my Memento because it's our foam pad, and it just, yeah, it gives me that crisp image. So I really do like this. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to stamp this down. Stamp it here. Lift up, back it up, stamp it again, lift up, back it up, and stamp it again. So it kind of makes it look like the dragonfly's flying, and if I could have been right over it, I could have lined those up better. That would have even been better. But look how crisp that is, that black. Isn't that awesome? Get you one. I love it. And then just label it Memento, and yes. Okay, so then what I did is on a scrap, I took this dragonfly, stamped it in black again, and did the wings in Summer Splash. You can fill it in and cut it out, and this is what we got. And then we're just going to put this here, and then see, it kind of makes it look like it's flying away. Yeah, use your imagination. It's there, it's flying. If I could find my adhesive, we would put it on, and I'm sure it's, oh yeah, it's right here. And yes, that's going to bother me, but that tail does not have adhesive. But I ain't saying I won't come and put some glue on it later. Okay, we're going to flip that. Put it on our layer Summer Splash. We just about got it. I'm gonna go help Braun move equipment back to the shop. They got her the first cutting hay for the weekend. We still got another week of hay to chop, but for the weekend we are done. So we need to get everything moved back to the shop for the weekend. So yeah, I said, well, I'll quick get this video done then. So pop this up. We'll put this one kind of off to the side there. All right, then I have, somewhere here. Oh, here. I have these 20, 24, 26 in color shimmer gems. So we're going to put a couple of the Summer Splash ones on here. Man, I really have used the Summer Splash. I'm just about done, okay. All right, and then I have the inside done here, and I took from Happy Little Things. It's an online exclusive stamp set, and you got your solid and your outline. So I took, and in the outline, I stamped full strength, and then I stamped off once, and then filled it in with the stamped off version. Did it in black again, and here I stamped the wings with the little things that are in the stars and whatever those are. Okay, so we're going to quick put this on the inside, and then I was going to show you on the envelope how I did that dragonfly. It's very, very easy. I think I just got ink on it. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then the envelope right here. I started. I put those little things down there again. So now for the dragonfly, we're just going to take and in the black. Get your dragonfly, ink it up. Look at that crisp image. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. And then take your wings and in Summer Splash, ink it up. Turn it right side so that it actually stamps decent. And I'm going to try to line it up here. Pretty good. And do the bottom. And there's your envelope. Get some of these stamps out of here. Okay, so there is our third card. And I'm going to quick use some hand sanitizer on my hands because this card here feels very white. And I'm going to show you the other one I did. This one was using that same stamp set, but I just used the rainbow image. It comes with 3 little rainbows, and so you can stamp each one in a separate color. Used Real Red, Berry Burst, Pumpkin Pie, and Blueberry Bushel. And this paper is from that paper Full of Life, I think it's called. Yes, this paper here. Y'all need to get you some of this. I mean, it is so pretty. And then you got your solid, you know, watercolory look. It's a watercolory looking paper, but it is really pretty with all the bright colors. So I'll be using that much more. So anyways, yeah, here was this card. And the inside, I used that same stamp. So there was that one, and this was all with this same sketch. So let's see if I can pull my camera up. Maybe we can get a few and not show you the mess. A few more of these cards in here. Maybe if we didn't put the envelopes. There we go. There's our 4 cards. Isn't it amazing using different stamp sets, the different looks you can get? Trying to get a better light on it, but yeah. So I just thought that was kind of a cool sketch, and it keeps your cards pretty clean and simple, but yet, yeah, you can use DSP, you can use stamping, and yet they come together pretty fast and easy. So yeah, have fun with it. Till next time, happy stamping.